Hello and welcome back to the T4 van build series. If it's your first time here, we're currently turning this really old VW T4 into a really nice converted camper van. And today we're going to be tackling the split charge relay system. So if anyone out there is looking to do the same, then you can watch this video and learn how to do it. So the split charge relay systems are really simple. If you haven't got a smart alternator, then you can put them in. If you have got a smart alternator, you need to go for something a little bit more sophisticated, like a DC to DC charger. And to check if you've got a smart alternator or not, you can search YouTube. There's tons of videos showing you exactly how to identify if your van's got a smart alternator. But this van is pre-2000, so it definitely doesn't have one. So it's getting a split charge relay kit. It's just a way for your alternator to charge your van battery, and when the van battery's full, it diverts power over to your leisure battery to power all your appliances in the back of your camper van. So to get this installed, I'm going to be running some 16mm positive wire from the engine bay where the battery is, all the way to the back of the van. So let's get to it. So this is where I want all the electrics to be terminated, which is just behind the driver's seat. And this is the van battery. So we've got to get the positive connection from here into the back. And to do so, we're going to be running through the same hole as the bonnet latch comes through. I've already put a 20mm grommet on it, so the cables can't get damaged once it's actually routed into place. So let's feed the wire. Alright, got the cable all routed through nice and easy. Just put a ring terminal with some heat shrink on the end of this, and I've also attached a MIDI fuse holder just after where the hole comes in. One side will go into the MIDI fuse, and then there'll be a very small cable going from the fuse holder to the positive terminal of the battery. Just got to attach this to the other side of that, and then I can pull the rest of the slack through and route it into the back. So I've got the fuse on, and you can see the cable running neatly down through that little bulkhead hole, down through this bit of trim where the bonnet latch is, down the door stream, and now it's coming out of the footwell there. So now we can work at routing this through there and then down past the back and to where it needs to be terminated. So that's the step put back on. So now you can't see any cables exposed in the cab area. Got the cable all routed, pulled through. So now it's ready to be wired into the split charge itself once all the other electrics go on. And I've made my battery cable from the MIDI fuse side over to the battery positive in the engine bay. So let's get that attached. Alright, that's all the engine stuff done, and the positive cable is running nicely into the van, so that's a job well done in terms of the cable routing. All that's left to do now in the engine is just when all the system's ready, just chuck a fuse in the middle and we'll be good to go. Not fitting the split charge right now, but I'll pick you up when I come to do it, which for you will be in about a second. So, alright, it's a new day and we're moving on to doing the actual electrics. So first thing we're going to tackle is getting this split charge put in place. Now this comes with a backing plate which has already been put on the wall exactly where I want it, and now we're just left with the actual device itself. And the first thing we're going to do is tackle the earthing cable. Now I expected this to come with a terminal already in place, but it hasn't, so I'm just going to pop on a terminal and then make sure this cable length runs to our negative bus bar, which is earthed directly to the chassis. So let's get on with that. Alright, now that we've got that earth terminal put on, I've rejigged a few things just so the voltage sensitive relay's in the middle. Now that's all rejigged, all put back into place. I fitted a MIDI fuse holder just so when the positive comes out of the VSR, it can run into a fuse and then into the bus bar before it goes to the actual system. It's how you recommended to fit them. One fuse at the battery before coming into the VSR, and then one fuse just as you come out of the VSR. So all I need to do now is make one cable to go from the VSR to the fuse holder, and from the fuse holder to the bus bar. Alright, that's those two cables made and they run perfectly, so now all that's left to do is to actually get this in place. So the way I'm going to be doing it is I'm going to be running the cable that terminates where the MIDI fuse is in the engine bay into the bottom of the VSR. The VSR is labelled, so essentially you can't get it wrong. So you've got the positive sense battery with the bit of red on the terminal post there, that's for the actual engine battery to come in and provide power, and then it says second battery positive then. So, and then all you've got is your ground to go to the earthing point. So the cable directly from the van will go into this post, and then the second cable will go into the MIDI fuse holder, and then to the bus bar will go on this post, and they'll both run out of these two holes here. So let's get everything wired up. And there we are, that's the VSR put in, the fuse in place, and it's now all functional as well. All I need to do now is chuck a fuse in the front where the engine bay is, and it'll all be done. It really is as simple as that. This will cut in when it senses the voltage of 13.7 and cut out again when it senses a voltage of 12.8, meaning that when the engine's on and the battery's full, this is providing power to our leisure battery, and when the engine's off and the voltage drops, this isn't draining anything on the system and it completely switches off, which is really great. Got it all earthed as well, so it's running off the same chassis earth as the battery itself, and that is pretty much it. Alright, now that we've got the rest of the electrics done, time to put a fuse in this VSR and check that it actually functions. So we've got a 60 amp fuse running from the battery through to the VSR itself, so everything should now be wired up correctly. I've just checked the voltages of the two batteries. Our leisure battery is showing 12.5 volts and our van battery is showing 12.5 volts as well. So once we turn the engine on, we should see the van battery go up to 13.7, 13.8, and once that happens, the VSR should kick in and start throwing power to our system. So let's see if it works. Apologies if you can't hear me very well, the van's currently running. Everything seems to be working absolutely great. The light has come on the VSR. The van battery is showing at 14.1 volts, which means everything's running through to the system. So let's check the voltage of the actual battery back here. And there we have it, all functional. 14 volts coming through to our second battery. So that's the job well done. So I hope that was informative in some way to you all. If you've got any questions about the VSR or any of the wiring or fuse sizing, cable sizing, whatever, chuck it down in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you want to see more videos like this, which are just on a specific subject, no fancy editing, just me giving you information, then do let me know down in the comments. Stay tuned for the next one, but until then, we'll catch you next time.